Hey guys, so real quick, we're going to be doing a bit of a takeover for one of my clanmates to try to up his damage, get a 2-key on Ultra Nightmare, and boy did we get it. But in this composition we're utilizing Sir Nick, and after all the ups and downs and fails through the night trying to make this work, things to know are you want to turn off Sir Nick's A2, or at least prioritize his A1, but it's better to just turn it off because A1 does more damage. Also, your DPSers do not want to have Life Drinker on. That was one of the things that wrecked me over and over again. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy this. I had a lot of fun. This is an amazing account. This account is going to be going places. I'm telling you, amazing champions. He's building them up right. So absolutely fun. Let's check it out. Hey guys, it's Fuse and I've been having a blast. All right. So I'm helping a clanmate come up with a 2-key for Ultra Nightmare, and he has some amazing heroes. I've been up all night. Sorry if I'm tired, but this was absolutely fun to work with. So many options. Like, you could do amazing traditional compositions, but he had the makings to do a Batman Unkillable team. So the speeds were tough. We had about 6 million silver, I think 2 or 3 speed glyphs, and there's a lot of good gear, but not a lot of fast gear. He does have Roshkard the Tower, but he's not booked, so we're going to use Sir Nick instead. But I will say this account could do even better. There's more than one Maneater. Once there are 2 Maneaters fully booked out and built out, we can go with an affinity-friendly composition. The one we're doing to go affinity will need more speed gear, so we can put Doom Priest in place of our slow DPS, which will be Dracomorph in this case. That would be the only way to guarantee against like the Spirit Affinity. Other than that, this is going to be an amazing team. I think we're easily going to get that 2-key Ultra Nightmare. Real quick, we'll go over it. We're going to use, here's what we got. Speeds were the tough part. So we have a decent build on Sir Nick. We got 245. Pretty decent health with some decent crit rate and crit damage going on for a clan boss Unkillable. Now, we're going to use Warcaster to go with him and to keep us unkillable. Now, Warcaster's got a crazy build on him. I had to get 266 speed, but I couldn't get all the attack and crit that I wanted because I had to put higher HP and defense so that he did not become the stun target. I haven't even tested this yet. I've tested and failed, and now I've reset everything because I needed more HP on him. So he's got flat stat HP chest. We've got a little bit of crit rate. There is so much room to grow. This gear's not all rolled up. I'm out of silver. So much room to grow. So Batman, Seeker himself, making this possible. We had to get him around 250 speed. So 252. He has so much more room for attack and so much more room for crit rate and crit damage. But we're going to get extra crit rate from our DPSers. We're going to bring in first Dracomorph. Can't pass him up. Actually a pretty solid build here. Pretty good attack. Got the right speed. He's our slow DPS. We've got our crit rate. We've got some crit damage. He's going to do a lot of damage on his own. But we also have Kreela coming in. And she's going to give us extra crit rate. Bring in allied attack. Look at the gear. How far it's rolled up. So much room for improvement, but we need silver, and we need to be careful not to put HP or defense where it's unnecessary on our DPSers. They need to stay where they're going to take damage. And I did have to, I got you some gems because we had to redo masteries. We had to keep Lore of Steel to get to these speeds, but we had to get War Master. Same thing with Dracomorph. I had to keep Lore of Steel to get to these speeds, but we had to go in for War Master. And then everybody else, I actually got into a pretty normal clan boss. This is what most of them should look like in the end. But we actually needed some accuracy and stuff on Draco. So we're going to leave them where they're at right now. But everybody else has pretty much these exact masteries. Pretty much an unkillable, typical build. So here's my problem. Now that I'm ready to test, every one of our bosses. This will work on full auto for Brutal, Nightmare, and Ultra Nightmare. So if we can 2-key Ultra Nightmare, and I'm sure we can, you'll be able to 1-key Nightmare and Brutal all by just clicking a button, and that's it. going right through it. But they're all the exact weak. We're the weak affinity for all of these. So we're gonna try this out, but we're just hoping to get through it for right now. Let's go over how I'm setting up the team in case anybody wants to try this. So Creela and Dracomorph are gonna do their thing. We don't have to make any adjustments. Sir Nick, we're gonna shut off his A2. He'll do more damage with his A1, and he will open with his A1 so he doesn't go unkillable for one turn. Shutting off that A2 means you don't have to manual with this guy. Otherwise, he battles it out with 2 4-turn cooldowns. So this is absolutely necessary. Warcaster is going to open with his invincible move. Seeker will open with the A1, and this will be full auto. Definitely cool. So I'm just going to real quick test the stun target. We'll see what kind of damage. There's no point in watching it all because in an hour or so, I've been up all night. I'm going to get the Void Affinity. Again, I don't have the gear, time, or silver to get Doom Priest in this to actually clear affinity problems. So we're the weak affinity. The damage here is not going to be pretty. But we should be able to full auto, hands off, go straight into a 2-for-1. It's going to be a ton of damage. So I'm going to skip to the end of this and make sure that we do have our stun targets working. Then I will pretty soon be able to go up against a Void Affinity and see what kind of damage we're really putting out. I'm actually starting that over. I didn't actually click the team that I showed you with the setup. So we were putting up shields when we didn't need to. So we're going to try this again. Again, I'm really just hoping to keep my stun target on my 2 DBSers and never go over to Warcaster or Seeker. That's my big fear. So we'll watch a little bit of this. We're going to get weak hits everywhere. We're against the strong affinity. He's also breaking our attack. This is kind of a nightmare, but it's because it's not spirit affinity, it won't throw our tune off. So this is me testing that if I can keep my stun target where it needs to be, and then shortly we're going to have the Void Affinity up and see what kind of damage this really rocks. I promise you it's going to be a lot more than what we're seeing right now. So I'll come back periodically or at the end, see how this goes, make sure that it works, and then we'll get to watch it in its full glory against the Void Affinity. Again, it will work against any affinity if you substitute the slow DPS for, come on, Doom Priest. I've been up all night, guys. Let's see how this goes. So far, so good for the weak affinity. But remember, guys, if you want to join our guild, it's the Black Hand Guild, our clan, sorry. It's called the Black Hand Guild. It's X911, free invite. Our group is growing, and it's a bunch of fun, positive players, so it's a great place to play, stress-free. We don't worry about things. We help each other out, cheer each other on. So you're welcome to join. Don't forget to sub. I need those subs. It's the only way I got a giveaway, a big account giveaway coming one day. Got to hit 1,000 subs, so if that's your only reason, that's good enough for me. So far, so good. We're holding on to Creela being the stun target, and because of her shield, I do think we're going to juggle back and forth between her and Draco. But that's okay. So far, it's going good, even though our attack's broken and we're getting weak hits. We're almost holding 1 million per round. I know for a fact it's going to do much more than that against the Void Affinity, so we'll explore that in a minute. Be back at the end. I am so excited for you. This team is disgustingly good. This is against the strong affinity. Definitely going to be pushing a 1 key, if not getting a 1 key on Ultra Nightmare. Let's see, how's the damage look? Draco pulling in pretty much the lion's share, but everybody together pulling out 48 million in 50 rounds against the strong affinity with weak hits and broken attack almost the whole time. So I'm going to come back so you can watch this team go through the actual Void Affinity, see what you're looking at. Don't forget, you'll be able to click on Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, and Brutal, hit auto, and that's it. All of them are going to be that easy. So let's wait just a few more minutes, and I'm going to pull a regular hit and see how it looks. Okay, I was up all night for this. I can't wait to see what we actually can do on the. I think I'm gonna have to claim it to fight it. I didn't want to claim your loot, but I got to just so we can do it. All right. So we're on our full team. Here we go. Full auto. Enjoy the show. Well, there it is. Oh, I swear, if we just level up that gear, this could be a 1 key. Absolutely an amazing team and an amazing account, by the way. Like, super amazing account. You're gonna have fun for years to come. You got the first hit on the clan boss. So enjoy it. I'm gonna make sure you have a key so that you can try this out as soon as I get off. And everybody else, thank you for your time. Enjoy the grind.